What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Dice That Bind Us. We're going to do, as you can tell, this isn't an intro video. We're doing something a little bit different. We collectively, all of us here at the Dice That Bind Us, just want to re-emphasize something that has come up pretty big at the time of this recording in the tabletop RPG community. And I know we don't have the craziest following right now, but even with the small community that we do have, we want to make it abundantly clear to say it as politely and respectfully as is deserved. Absolutely fuck the TRS company and fuck Gary Gygax Jr. TSR, sorry. See, I'm all flustered, like, because I'm just mad at these people. The TSR company.
And fuck turfs.
And fuck turfs. And, just really, if you just hate somebody for who they are, you get fucked. That's how it is. The Dice of Minus is always going to be an inclusive place. The community is always going to be an inclusive place. And I will be the first person to jump down your throat if you come into any of our spaces and are being rude, insulting, or phobic in any capacity to anyone in our community. As much as we would love to see the community keep growing, if that's the kind of person you are, I want to make it abundantly clear that you are not welcome here.
Get banned.
We need to protect our marginalized folks, which is the space that we are creating for, especially in the TTRPG community when they are not as supported in these spaces. So if you are not supportive of those sort of things, sorry, not sorry. This space is intended for marginalized folks and folks who actually care about and love and support our marginalized friends.
Yeah, then that's never going to change. Additionally, I want to make something clear as well, that we understand that people are people. People make mistakes. Nobody is perfect. We're all human. Those mistakes are okay. It's fine. We all are continuing to grow as people. We are all continuing to learn how to be more respectful of people, their culture, and what makes them who they are. So in that regard, and by choice, you want me to talk about it, or do you want to talk about it?
You started. You did it good.
Okay. It is with a heavy heart for a lot of us, and for a lot of you, I know, that we are going to be retiring the character of Anouk during this episode. It's going to be sad. It's going to be heavy, especially for Hero, who's going to love the character so much. But the reason we're doing this is because Hero felt that it was turning into something of cultural appropriation, and it's something that we don't want to support or take advantage of. It's not like we got complaints or people were coming after him or anything like that. This is just a decision he came to, and he's having me talk because I know this is a pretty heavy thing for him. So I just want to try to put the thoughts out there as best I can and make sure that everybody knows it's okay to make mistakes and to do things that, people find wrong, as long as you take those mistakes you make, learn from them, and try to grow as a person from there to be more inclusive and kind. So I think that's the PSA done. And we're going to strap into Be Really Sad with this episode, okay? Catch you in a second.
Hello, welcome everybody to The Dice That Binds Us, a weekly D&D game that we all play and hope that you enjoy watching. Couple of news tidbits, I guess. We do have a Facebook, we do have a Discord, We have a TikTok now, so look in the comments or look at the bottom for links to those. We'll be sure to put those on there for you. And you can get to know us. We are always open to answering any questions, both on Discord or just out in the comments. So yeah, go ahead and reach out. This week we will not have Ian, unfortunately. I think it's something to do with moving. No internet right now, but we'll get all of that handled.
He's at a wedding.
Next week.
Either
What's
way,
that?
I think he's at a wedding.
Oh, at a wedding? Oh, even better. I hope he's having fun.
Yeah.
But with that, I'll push over to our DM to give a actual recap, and we'll get into it.
Where's he over here?
I'm out of a job,
Directly
y'all.
above you.
I'm out of a job.
So I had it right the first time.
So thank you guys for joining us. That was Devin being just the wonderful person that they are. Recap of the story.
I'm sad.
You guys want to fight. All
We did
right.
win.
That's the recap. I think that's all
Did
the
we
important
win?
things that happened.
Did we
Technically,
really win that?
yes.
The creature made of lava is dead, and so is my boyfriend.
Oh, yeah, I guess that did happen too.
We didn't even find out if they were just warming up to you. There was so much romance to be had.
Yep.
Guess we got to get to Partos up to true
17.
resurrection level.
I solidly looked at Alex today. I was like, cool, player security question. Are we physically able to bring Olan back? Because if not, I'm going to be in pain because we're all going to push for it. I know our party. It's what happens. But it was like, I want to know if not, if something with his fucking curse, I'm not going to break my heart a third time. Thank you.
I will not tell you the answer to that question, viewers.
It was for me. I'm prepared
You get to
break
sit
my
in
heart a third
suspense
time.
because I know by the time you're watching this, you're already mad at me and you're already in the comments getting all upsetty spaghetti because I
Buried the gays.
Do it. Get upsetty spaghetti.
Yeah.
But don't
The
dislike
thing-
the video. That hurts our analytics.
Yeah,
But
don't
yell
dislike it.
about it in the comments. Like it if it broke your heart, and then comment about how it broke your heart.
Ring the bell if I made you tear up a little bit. Don't forget to share the video if you hate my guts.
We're good YouTubers.
Yeah. Man, this is what I want to do with my life. I'm so fucking bad at it. But no, so the meta assassin was defeated. But unfortunately, that defeat did not come without cost. As the enemy made a death wish self-sacrifice to try and end the fight by claiming its target, Olan used the final spell in his tome to reset that moment, freeing all of you from the various binds you found yourself in and absorbing the magic that was going to kill Lysander. With a final quote that I will not say for sake of Dash's heart.
Go save the world.
Go save the world. We cut with the rest of the team that was on the boat rushing upstairs, looking battered, beaten, and bloodied as all of you watched as Olan got Thanos snapped out of existence.
Lysander just drops to his knees and starts wailing.
I didn't even get to say the world is yours. You just took it. You claimed that world. I love that. Keep it up.
I'll stand behind Lysander and just be a supportive presence behind them.
I'll come up and give a big gorilla hug.
Oh yeah, you're huge.
I'm technically still a gorilla.
Unless that polymorph dropped, it doesn't matter.
I don't know. Last I knew, I was still a gorilla.
I think the spell lasts for an hour, even if it's from the wand. And since there's no
Oh.
like concentration because it came from the item, I'm pretty sure, yeah, you're just still a gorilla. Unless you make some sort of like signal that you no longer want to be a gorilla.
Yeah. No, gorilla hugs.
Dexum, is there any way to bring a magnate back? Are you weird and different and Olan was here.
Zexum has been unblinkingly staring at the spot where Olan was standing. And without turning to meet your look, simply responds, "That man was unprecedented. I have no idea. But we're going to try."
Put me down, please.
I'll set Lysander down.
I'm gonna usher the kids and the other people other than Zexum back downstairs.
Yeah, I'll go with them. It's time for something, something to eat, I think. Yeah, food makes heavy times like this better.
So you guys look as you go to the kids, Soup, Phil, Gum Gum, even Zexum, and all of them look like they were beaten to shit.
I'll throw healing spells as we go.
Yeah. Like Wolf's Claw is covered in blood. You're not sure if it's his or someone else's.
I may give him a shower.
Because they were fighting, to our knowledge, us. Well, Simulacra, but us.
Yeah.
From what you understand, yeah. And all of them are here. Nobody's missing. So it looks like they won. Or at least held off long enough for whatever was happening to end.
Is there anything left of the assassin? I know there was like a gem that dropped.
So where that pile of ashes kind of ended up, there is laying on the deck of the ship a small, not even really small, probably like, it's bad for those of you that never met me in person. I'm big, like my fist sized,
like a softball.
Yeah, like a softball sized gemstone that upon closer inspection, as you see it, has this swirling kind of vortex inside of ash and small, hardly noticeable, like runic glyphs around the sides. But it looks like a perfectly cut gemstone.
Ileana, take that before I destroy it. Is there like any left of remains? Like I would be tearing through whatever is left to try and find any indication of where this person came from or who they were related to.
Just the gemstone. There's not even ash stains on the wood of the ship.
I don't even know if they were fucking Xerxes. Or if this is some other miscellaneous fluke who wanted us dead. Again and again and again for what feels like the millionth fucking time. And there's nothing left of Olan, is there?
What about his book? Did his book disappear? Did it?
Yeah, and basically everything that he was wearing, holding, all of it kind of just dissipated. Very, very much like for a reason made the Thanos snap kind of joke, but that's pretty much what happened was they just...
Because otherwise that thing would have shattered and done harm to everyone.
Gotcha.
I think at this point Lysander is just beating his fists bloody on the deck. Like, probably the angriest any of you have seen Lysander.
I'll drop polymorph. If I can do that.
You kind of make a gesture like to your size, and Zexum kind of just flicks their finger, and you shrink down.
Okay. I'll go over to Lysander and hand them a bottle and say this was a gift to me from Olan, and he would want you to have it now. It's supposed to make you feel better.
Thank you, Geragek, but I don't know if I'm looking to numb this right now. I appreciate it.
I know you're in pain, but I have to go back to Silvery Moon.
You do. There is a power vacuum.
And I am very afraid of who may try to fill it.
Are you able to go, or do we need to take you?
I can get myself there.
Okay.
Just do not blame yourself, as hard as it may be.
Frankly, this time, I don't. This time, it was another set of people who were out to get us. Another set of people who wanted us dead. Yes, it was me who called him here, but it was this bastard's fault that he is gone.
We'll find out what happened.
We better.
For now, you focus on what you're doing. Try to put your mind to the task. Let us handle the research.
Make sure Silvery Moon, if possible, stays on our side.
I'll do what I can. And I am not your only friend. Thestios, Jazal, they'll have your back. So even if we don't claim the seat of power, you'll have the three of us at very least. And I'm sure many others.
Great aid for the chosen ones.
I think it's time to choose a new name.
I come back up the stairs, looking over at Zexum. He can't really see my face. It's covered in a mask. And I just toss something towards him and just say, contact us if anything happens, but I won't be sending any contact out, because apparently that just gets people killed.
They kind of catch it. None of this is your fault. Any of you.
Not this instance, but the path set forward due to destiny, or whatever the hell you want to call this shit. And I just go back downstairs.
The ones with a big target on our faces. And that leads to collateral damage.
This is not going to be the last time you all are attacked out of nowhere. But I doubt you'll ever face anything like this again. Kind of turns. It's Ileana.
Yes.
Spend some time with that. I'm curious what it is. Do you mind helping and seeing if you can figure it out for me?
I can do that.
I would like all of your permission for something, if you don't mind. As I'm no longer going to be on the ship, I will no longer be around to train you, at least for a while. So I would like to expedite that process. If you're up for it, of course.
Sure.
Anything to get us stronger.
A pulse of energy washes over the ship, and all of you feel empowered. You know the feeling when you're like right on the brink of falling asleep, and that energy drink, your coffee you drank a little too late in the night, all of a sudden hits you with that punch, and you get that just this wired feeling through your entire body. It's that times 1,000. You feel every muscle, every fiber of your body is acting on overtime. We will discuss what those changes look like and what your trainings look like once we get everything settled down and figure it out. But all of you have been granted some sort of training benefit from Zexum.
Does that include the folks who did not do training with Zexum?
Yeah, I mean, theirs won't just like that'll be something that I come up with that would have been like from Zexum's point of view of something that they could have wanted to learn.
Because I think 3 of us, because I know Tumult didn't, obviously, but Ilya and I don't think Garagak ever trained with Zexum.
I tried. I tried to get permacrit.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Anuk, obviously you did, but with everything going on, we're gonna.
Yep. Well, that's going on up above deck, below deck. So, Wolfclaw, what happened?
Dave, you?
Yeah.
We were on the ship, same as always, and all of a sudden, Mr. Garagak turned and hit Soup real hard.
Oh, that must have been really tough for you to watch. Then the whole fight must have been horrible.
We didn't just watch. We had to try to keep everybody safe.
Yeah, you did good. There's something coming. I don't think I'm the guardian of the shield no more. I return it to you.
He kind of just stares at you for a minute. He takes it and kind of slides it onto his arm. I'm going to give it back someday. I'm not a stranger to these conversations. Every time the hunters would leave, I would get this same talk. Kind of reaches high up, puts a hand on your shoulder. You be safe. And I'll make sure they are too.
That's all I can ask.
He stands there with you for a minute. Just acknowledging and processing. You know, you never gave the kids their names yet.
So out of game, there's 2 girls, or is it a boy and a girl?
Boy and a girl. Girl's slightly old. I think girl's slightly older than the boy.
Because
The
she's
girl was the
watching
one
Mr.
with
Muttons.
Mr. Muttons, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think I have something. At least for a little girlfriend. Druid crafts. Olay. Of oleander flowers. They're poisonous when you eat them. But they're beautiful. Someday she will grow up to be beautiful and deadly and strong. Call her Oleander. I don't have a name for the other one.
That's okay. We can figure it out later and interject that. Wolfclaw takes these 2 symbols and I'll let them know.
I think I make the dinner now. And he just goes into the galley, starts doing his thing.
Yeah. The rest of you on the deck of the ship here. Tumult, you came back down, actually, correct? Right? So Tumult, as you come down, you see Anuk breaking into the galley, starting to cook. And you see, right as you're coming down, the two smallest children. Wide smiles on their face, both wearing different leis that you understand. You know what's happening. But you also see Soup, Phil, and Gum Gum sitting down, watching this exchange. Not a single one of them is saying a word. You can see tears loosely in Phil's eyes for the first time in quite some time, in all honesty. Even Gum Gum has kind of taken off his armor from after the fight and has his hat kind of between his fists, kind of just wringing it.
His name is Snake Root.
Snake Root.
That's very good.
I love it.
It's another poisonous plant.
Yeah, I like it though. It's very good.
Coming down and seeing the smiling kids with the olays and seeing Anuk walk away would, my face still covered by the mask that I'd put on, just kind of like walk up, give Phil a cut, and say, well, look at you guys looking really nice. You know, look at those cute flowers. Did he tell you what they were?
Yeah, you, Anuk, you kind of hear this through the walls in the galley. You hear the little boy chimes up and goes, my name is Snake Root. The little girl, the little girl steps forward and like opens her mouth. Before she can say anything, you hear, this is my mistress and my great bearing giver, Oleander, and I will give my life to keep her safe.
Please do not let Mr. Mutton eat those legs.
I just kind of look at him like, make sure you don't eat these, okay?
I would never defile my mistress's property.
Make sure she also doesn't eat these by accident.
She's already got like...
Don't eat those. I was like, well, it sounds to me like you guys just got your names, right? I mean, with the Nook heading into the galley, he must be ready to cook you guys a nice little feast as a celebration. Some stuff's going on upstairs right now, and they're going to take care of it, but, you know, we can get started without him. Come with me for a second. And I'll just take him towards BB's area. Not in there, just down towards the bottom, like as far away from everyone. For now, and just tell Anouk says that dinner's ready, and just kind of keeping him around. And I was like, well, for two little bright smiling faces means very special occasions, and I'm gonna use Tasha's otherworldly guise as fiery wings, just kind of like light up or whatever, and I'm gonna keep casting like Word of Radiance and Eldritch Blast at each other to just kind of like make little fireworks and a show for them, just like this is a celebration for the glorious day of Oriander and Snake Root finally getting their names and becoming part of the group, and just trying to keep them happy and away for now.
All of them are absolutely just beyond excited and enthusiastic. The teenagers, the two little ones, all of them are just enjoying what you're doing. The teenagers are kind of like surrounding, and they're picking up the little ones and cheering for them. You gather they don't really comprehend what happened.
I don't need to.
Yeah. And they're...
That's why they don't comprehend what happened. That's like, a lot.
Yeah.
There's a time that'll come when they will, but that's not now.
And they're... Man, y'all's fucking me up.
Same. Hard, same.
But yeah, they are just so happy. With Anuk cooking, Tumult entertaining, the four of you are on the deck of the ship. Five of you, I suppose, Tepartos would still be there, just being a presence. trying to support you with much longer words than you want, and just trying to be a friend. But as for, I counted me, it would be 4 of you. I was looking at the Zoom screen, I was like, there's 4 other people there, so the 4 of you. No. So Garagak.
Well, unless Zexum has disappeared yet.
Zexum left. Zexum immediately, like, basically when that pulse of energy happened, they were gone.
No more Zexum. That's valid.
What are the 3 of you doing on the deck of the ship?
I'm gonna pull out my colored crayon and draw a circle where Olan was last at.
You do so.
And like color it in. So it's like an orange circle.
Okay.
Yep. And then I'll look at Dandy Basher because it's got the thing on it now, right? And I'll just be trying to like tap it on the deck, saying bring him back, like trying to open a portal.
Are you trying to attune to it?
Oh yeah, it disattuned to me, didn't you? Well, I don't know if Garrick really knows that. He just knows he doesn't.
You know the feeling left you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll just be trying to like use Dandy Basher's power to open a portal.
Ow. Coda.
Y'all fucking me up, man.
You did this to us, so we gotta pay it back.
No, it's only fair.
And you're sappier than the rest of us are.
Yeah, very much so. I'm a little bitch. Oh man. Lysander, I assume you're just
Like
trying to process.
I am just sitting here, probably just holding the bottle Garagak gave me, because I'm assuming you would not have taken that back, even if I was like, no, you just like set it next to me.
No, it was a gift from Olan, so I gifted it to you.
Just kind of sitting there, blank staring forward. We have to stop this. All of this. No more distractions. We have to end Xerxes. I guess we are nigh at Shadowtop, so get whatever we can from the druid there, and then I guess the plane of fire. And then hell, and then wherever we fucking need to go next.
Isn't this only like day 2 or 3 of a 10-day flight?
Yeah, I think it's day 3. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
But there's nothing else closer, yeah.
Who knows what could happen tomorrow?
I would probably walk up to where Garagak is just drumming on the deck at this point. And just... Garagak, can you make a flower?
Yeah. No. Druid craft. Any specific flower?
Not really. I didn't know what he preferred. Something gold.
A gold lily?
Pretty sure those exist.
I'm pretty sure they do too.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a
It's
flower,
D&D, baby.
right? Yeah, anything can exist, I
Fuck
guess.
yeah, it exists.
I was just, like, I would have been content. Anything but dandelions, like in the yellow flower family.
Yeah.
That would have been the
A
fucking
sunflower.
the fucking biggest fucking.
Marigold, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do that. Yeah, marigold. There we go. Yeah,
All right,
I'll do
Good
marigold.
one.
you
Nice.
produce a flower.
I would place it in the circle that you had drawn, and I will cast plant growth to just kind of root it into that spot on our very mossy, very foresty deck anyway, but to just have
Yeah.
a little circle of marigolds in that spot on the deck.
It fills, filling just to the reach of the circle that Garagak had drawn. And it's at this point you hear a voice. We keep fucking losing. And the two of you and Ileana see Soup. He walks over to the circle, kind of crouches down next to it.
We do. But what is important is that we keep going. That is the one thing we have had for us thus far. We lose again and again, and we keep stumbling forward. Because who else is going to do this job?
I don't. There's something I gotta tell you.
Okay.
A long time ago, right after everything at Grewdog, he came to me.
Which he...
Kind of just stares at the circle on the ground.
All right.
And he gave me this. And he reaches into his bag and he pulls out what looks to be a ring that had a seal on it that shattered. He kind of takes it. This is the only reason the rest of us are alive.
I'm glad he could protect you.
I'm sorry I'm so dumb.
You're not.
He told me to give it straight to you next time I saw you. And I forgot.
But you're all alive because of it. I wouldn't have wanted it any other way.
But if you had it, I don't even know what it did.
I know.
So he kind of takes out an arrow, and he sets the ring into the knock, ties it with some cord, and shoves it in the center of the circle. I'm gonna find whoever did this.
I think they're gone. Like, dead and gone.
Not the creature.
Whoever hired them.
And I'm going to fucking kill them.
It was supposed to be me. I don't know how much you guys had been filled in. I was the one with the bounty. Their target. They said, "We're sorry, but you have been selected."
Doesn't matter.
I am right there with you, my friend. I would like to salt the earth. Probably for the first time in my life.
Let us help. You guys keep trying to do this all on your own.
I don't want to lose you in those places.
So what, we get to sit on the boat? pretend like we were there to help save the world.
That is fair.
From the very beginning, as soon as this went from us running around, no idea where to go, as soon as y'all got plucked out, there's just... We've never known. Groodhog, we showed up late. We got sucker punched by some magic and pulled out, so we couldn't help now. I'm not the only one that wants it either.
You do know what you're signing up for, yes? More than most, I'm sure.
About a 99.99% of my agonizing demise. Yeah, I'm well aware. He's kind of recognized two other pairs of eyes kind of peeking up over the hatch in the center of the ship. I think we all understand. And we'll be right with you the whole way.
That's when you hear a banging from underneath. Oh, yeah, the food's ready.
I don't think I can say no to those who want to save the world.
Phil immediately disappeared. Soon as the knock came, Phil was gone.
Rest up. We have a long handful of days. Go eat.
I'm assuming all of you kind of joined together for food.
It's
Yep.
the best spread that I could make with a cauldron of plenty
Yeah.
and a sack of spices and whatever fruit we have growing all over the ship.
Yeah. Eliana, what were you saying?
Do we still feel the telepathic bond? Is that still active?
I would say no. I think there's enough time that would have passed as everybody was kind of processing, winding down, that hour or so would have passed.
Okay. I'm gonna take my food to go and go to BD Zoom and identify that gem phone.
Okay. The rest of you gather, have a meal. The kids are all super excited. They come out to each one of you and show you this lei that they got made of these flowers and these plants, and they're just screaming how excited they are. And the teenagers are all there, and there's just such a sense of joy in this room that despite everything that's going on, at least in the smallest amount, does warm your heart. Eliana, you cast Identify on this crystal. I want you to roll me an Arcana check. Yeah, just a flat Arcana check.
26.
Eliana, you recognize not necessarily the specific runes, but you realize this is conjuration magic. When you cast Identify, you don't get very much specifically, but it helps you kind of hone in. You start poring over these runes in your mind, and you kind of realize that you've seen similar markings. And then you think, Tempart's contract. If you remember, when I sent you the listed out version, that PDF version, there was the multiple languages. Thank you, Mark, for everything you did. That was amazing. You realize this is an infernal contract written out on this crystal. And you gather that all one needs to do is speak the name of a target and shatter the gem. And it will summon this creature to go and hunt them until it is no longer capable of doing so. This also gives you a pretty big insight into what Olan's spell actually did. Because you know that when the creature dies or when the contract ends, the creature and the gem it came from cease to exist. So whatever spell Olan did reset what this creature had done. So, if you could, on your inventory and your notes, mark down that you have a pocket assassin. And one that you know is incredibly capable. I think that whole process probably takes you about 20 minutes or so.
Okay. I want to take out the sending stone. Hold on. And I want to Arcana check or identify it to see if there's any magic, if it's connected to anything at all in the world.
You take a moment and you try to identify it. You try to find some sort of connection. And it doesn't connect to anything.
Okay.
You gather that whatever happened to Olan's possessions also happened to the sending stone.
Do I have any materials in BB's mansion I can find to start, like, making a necklace with the sending stone, like, set in, like, the necklace part?
Yeah, you can do that.
I'll start doing that for tonight. And if
Okay.
it's really good and you can't see me, well done and everything.
For sure. I'm not going to make you roll for it. You're good. You spend some time doing that for sake of what's going to happen, I assume. All of you kind of reconvene after dinner when the children have gone to sleep. When they finally do go down, it's in the foyer of BB's mansion, and they are all just strewn about on the pillows and cushions, and they were in there just being excited.
I don't want those children in that mansion.
Seems fine. I'm not going to kill off the childs again.
I know that's low.
I'm going to wait for them to grow up and then I'll kill them off. It's fine. It's how it works.
Like, that's how I expected that to go down, to be honest. Like, I don't think you'd be bad enough to kill them right after this just happened, because you might not have a game anymore. This campaign is over. We're on to the next.
We wouldn't have the campaign. I wouldn't have a show.
There's a reason. For those at home, we seem like we're in a lot of pain at all times, but we actively filled out consent sheets, and we know, Alex especially knows our party's lines and veils of, like, what not to cross. So it is all stuff that we have consented to. We're just normal sad, not, like, very upset sad. Player safety tools, baby.
Yeah, DMs, I cannot recommend them enough. Even if it's as simple as write down on a note card what lines you would not like me to cross when storytelling. It gives you a very good benchmark of where you can branch to and what you can do to make the world around you seem like it's growing and building and moving, and still be able to describe the stakes and keep it dramatic and interesting
Without hurting your players.
without doing things that make people uncomfortable. All of you reconvene, and you are, I assume, kind of just sitting in just outside of the door to the manor, having just watched the kids kind of slowly one by one peter out. It is the group of you. Oh, the foyer isn't a foyer anymore.
It's a stable.
It's a stable. I think the teenagers took all the cushions and blankets and things that were in there, and they brought them out to that, like, below deck area where the crystal was, and they turned it into just like a really big blanket tent, like a blanket fort, and filled it with cushions. And through the various magics you all possess, they have some, like, ever glowing flames torches that are down there just to kind of keep the room lit up a little bit, and they're all down there fast asleep. The rest of you having gathered, it is all of you, Soup, Phil, Gum, and it is kind of the first time in the last few hours that everything kind of has a chance to sink in.
That was some big mana fight. That was That was bad.
It was. And we have no clue who sent them. I mean, we have a clue, but we can't assume everything is Xerxes, but who else would want us dead?
Few places, but the creature, as long as it wasn't lying, explicitly stated it wasn't working with or for Xerxes.
That was the Kenku?
The one that was
Yeah.
writing to us, I had specifically
Oh.
written down and asked them, do you work for Xerxes? And they said
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
The answer is yes to both of those things.
Okay. I couldn't remember what was passed in the notes. It's been a blurry couple of weeks. So we have no clue.
No.
Okay.
All we have is heavy hearts.
Seems like all we ever get to have.
It's getting to be too much.
It can be.
If any of you don't want to do this, you don't have to. It is so much again and again, and constant heartbreak and pain, and I understand. None of us signed up for this.
I think I can't do this no more. We have good friends and family. We are family, but we don't treat each other very well. Looks at Soup and Phil and Gum Gum. Some of us have died and come back. Looks at Garagak or taken naps. It's too much for my heart.
I don't blame you.
I think I'm gonna go think some things through. Maybe I'll go find George. I think I can do that.
We're always here. You know that.
And as long as you on the ship, I can come back.
Yeah, we have your grove.
It's our grove. Everyone.
Thank you, Anuk, for everything.
Thank you.
At this point, Phil kind of looks up. So we'll see you tomorrow, or
No, buddy. I think I'm gonna go see my family. Go find George. Maybe I can take George out on a boat. I don't think he would like that.
I don't know how well he will do on water, but
But I think we'll see what happens.
tell them about us, Anuk.
Oh, I was singing many songs. At this point, it's too much for him. So he gets up and just jumps off the side of the boat. And you see a rock just take off.
as you all see Anouk flying off in the distance, You see in the sky. What's up?
I was gonna say, could I run and try to catch him?
You do try. But since you were sitting there, plant growth has come up and kind of grown up around you. To keep you from chasing. Specifically, even a grasping vine has coiled and held you in place.
Garagak, you immediately feel a hand on your shoulder. It's Sue. I want to go too, buddy. But for now, we got even more work to do. You know he's gonna be okay, right?
Yeah, I just didn't get to say goodbye.
Garagak. Soon you will be a master druid. Soon you can fly and see Anook's home.
But I didn't get to use my last gift. Are we on the deck of the ship?
Yeah.
I used Scroll of Polymorph to turn into a belay.
I thought that was gonna be for Mama Bear.
Nope. It was to turn into George and hang out with Anook.
Coda!
Yep.
Anook, I think you know. Anook, as you're flying away, you see your vision kind of splits in two. The bottom half being what you're seeing in front of you, the path forward over the long travel, and above you, the deck of the ship. You see Garagak turn into a belay. You see the rest of your friends kind of staring after you. And you hear I'll watch over them. Anook, you feel something shifting inside of you. Your wild shape, this rock. Your wings long enough that you can see the edges of them become almost scaled in place of the feathers. As they slowly start to retract, you feel your body start to elongate even farther than that of a rock, this massive bird. And you felt this before. It feels almost like you're turning into like a giant python. But instead, the feeling is too different. It's too powerful, almost. The rest of you sitting on the deck of the ship see Anook flying, and as he flies, this massive rock form transforms into this massive eastern dragon soaring through the sky. And all of you, for the first time in your minds, I'm going to watch over him. Fear not for your friend. It tails off for the rest of you, but Garagak. You hear, you'll see him again. For you are truly the undying. Garagak, your entire body is racked with pain.
Okay.
Bear with me.
Yeah. Good.
He wild shapes into a bear.
Yeah.
You're wild shaped as a belay.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're kind of looking down at your feet, pause.
I'm not sure. I don't know what a belay has.
They look like shark, but with
Does he-
feet.
They're
Oh,
like,
does it
like
does
a
he
rhino
have hooves?
shark.
Does he have hooves?
Hooves, maybe, yeah, sure.
I don't know.
Your hands.
Your hands, yeah. They slightly scale over. You're pulled out of your wild shape, or your polymorph, rather. As you come to, Garagak, you don't wear armor.
Mm-mm.
You see, glancing down, that you now have a matching tattoo of the one that Anuk has.
That's awesome. Which one? Is
The
serpent?
snake, yeah, that wraps around.
Nice.
And you hear in your mind, you'll always be together. Never forget that.
Thank you, friend.
The last thing you see as this dragon form of Anuk disappears into the distance are two large, deep blue eyes in the sky. Just for a moment. And then
A seagull lands on the deck.
a single lands on the deck of the ship. No, I was double checking. There is something on the deck of the ship. A small black book. One familiar to all of you. And one that you have not seen for some time.
Lion Dandy.
And as you say the name out loud, you hear, "It's time for me." And appearing as the book billows open and pages spew into the sky, standing above it, a disgruntled form of Dandelion that you all know and recognize as Lion Dandy.
Disgruntled wasn't the correct word.
Sorry.
I was like, did Lion Dandy capture Dandelion?
My friends, it's been so long. I'm so excited I could sing a song.
To be frank, we're not really in the mood.
Oh. I could come back, I guess. If you don't have time for me, I understand.
No, I mean like the song part. Like, you're totally welcome here. We just... Anuk just left.
I know, flew off into the sunset, turned into a dragon.
My boyfriend just died.
Yeah, I knew that too. That sucks.
Yeah, so no songs, but you're welcome to stay.
Okay. Well, I won't be staying long.
Okay.
Look, you guys are kind of getting your shit rocked out there.
Thanks for the reminder.
Yeah. So I've been tasked with a little favor to give. A little something to even the odds, if you will.
Asked. You said tasked.
I said task? Oh, I was given a task. Yes. I am a delivery boy.
Are you about to deliver us to another world again? Because I really don't want to go right
No, I'm about to deliver someone from another world to you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
As we'll ever be.
now. I walk over to Lysander. Hey, that other guy wasn't from another world, right?
What other guy?
The one you told me about that you really didn't like, or liked but had problems with? I don't know.
Oh, no. He was from the prey material.
I would
Okay.
like to go up to Lion Dandy, holding Dandy Basher, and ask if he could fix it. That I can't feel its power anymore.
Oh my boy. He kind of like reaches out, and it looks like he's reaching out to you just to be like sentimental and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and he just scoops Dandy Basher. What have they done to my precious boy?
Is this your weapon?
Well, I made it.
Oh, I love it. It's my favorite.
I mean, didn't we take it off of your body? Did we kill you? We're sorry.
Oh, who remembers? That was so long ago.
I woke up with it when I was turned into a tune.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we got awesome from the paladin thing.
Yes.
That's how. Yep.
I have his horse.
Do you want to say hi to your horse?
That's not my horse. Fuck that.
Okay.
Is he doing good though?
He's gonna
Isn't
be a dad.
Yeah, he's on babies.
Wow. I'm so happy. It fills me with glee. You can call me Grandpappy Lion Dandy.
Can you fix
I'm
your
not-
weapon?
Nope.
Oh.
No.
Can you not take off the clasp that they put on it?
There's not a clasp on it. He holds it up, and you can see where the clasp was put on there. It's gone.
Oh.
It must have went away when something, whatever. Not important. Sorry, we got a lot going on. It is beyond great to see you. It has been very, very long.
Who would you bring us? Hold on. You're bringing
Yeah.
us someone from another plane?
He kind of like gestures to his side, and nothing happens. It's, oh.
Why
Ta-da.
don't you try the other side?
Look. Ah. Huh. Oh, wait. Kind of reaches into the folds of his robes he's wearing, and he pulls out just like the tiniest door. Looks like a door to like a dollhouse. And he walks over to the edge of the ship and he sets it down, and then pulls in the corner, and it just stretches to be just a full-sized door. Found it. Opens the door, and you can see what all of you recognize immediately as Dandyland. You see the visage of Waterdeep as it is stretched out and just contorted in different ways. The trees all bent in odd angles and just various colors. Lion Dandy kind of like pokes his head in the door and goes, "Well, come on out."
And I'll walk through the door.
Perfect. Hero, would you like to describe what they see? when you
I
come
would
through the
love to
door?
describe what they see. Coming through the door appears to be human, male, auburn, curly, just a mop of curly hair,
We match.
very pale skin, lots of freckles, one sapphire blue eye, and one emerald green eye. He's wearing basically a black, what we would call a pea coat, button-up shirt, undone at his neck, and a pair of red suspenders holding up black trousers that fall in between his feet and his shins, or his knees. So right at mid-shin. It's got some chains and other dangly bits hanging off of him. And he's not wearing shoes. And on his shoulder is sitting a little wooden pixie sprite that's just sitting on his shoulder. And then behind him, or actually just like right beside him and like a step back, is what would be about the size of a giant dog, also made out of plants and wood and stone, is a small lion. And its entire mane is nothing but dandelions in bloom.
Nice.
Man, I wish Departos was here for this.
As he walks through the door, he looks at Lion Dandy,
Hi.
fist bumps.
Does it immediately. No hesitation.
So you're looking for somebody else?
This is
join your-
Argus.
I pointed to Departos. There's room in his room.
I look at Departos from feet to knees to belt buckle to chest to head. I don't think he's got any room.
Oh, downstairs he does.
That's a
Charm,
big fella.
I'm sure.
He
Oh, you
shrinks.
will be.
Try.
What a fucking energy 180, bro. I fucking love it.
So out of character, is this someone that's like old Toongak and is not allowed to be unhappy?
Nope. Nope.
This
Okay.
is just Argus.
This is just.
No, that's fine. I just want to make sure.
Well, imagine like this motherfucker just kicked open the door of a funeral and went, "Hello."
I admit,
True.
this episode
Irish-
is a whirlwind, but
Think Irish punk in a relatively good mood.
Okay, do you know what you're signing up for all of this?
Oh yeah, this will be
Viking.
fun.
Xerxes, traveling planes.
yeah, Lion Dandy would have given you a full rundown of everything that's happened. Because Anook's had the book the whole time, so
Yep.
Lion Dandy's been right alongside keeping track.
Yeah.
Cool. Just making sure the last person who said they wanted to come with us had no clue the scope of everything.
Oh,
Like,
I want you to know, as much as it's going to be fun, just doing everything that y'all do, what I'm really excited for, what's really got me going, is we get to stick it to Xerxes.
right, great. You read the brief, I guess.
I didn't even need to brief him, that's why I picked him. He didn't give a single fuck, he just wants to go and fuck up Xerxes. He's perfect. He's perfect.
It'll be a good time.
But why?
Oh, why? Because those fuckles, they want to bring order and they want to put everything in a row. They want to make everything, they want to get rid of these guys because they don't like them, or they want to run them. I don't like that. Nature is chaos, and that's what I like.
Oh, can I pet your lion?
Oh yeah, he'd like that.
You'll like skip over to the lion, sort of like kneel down, sort of petting lion. Good kitty, you best friend. And you kind of like inspect like it's like nature going off and everything, right? Like a mane of dandelion.
Oh yeah. It's all natural. All natural. Everything about it
Yeah.
is rocks and stone and dirt and wood and plants.
He just like inspects it in like awe and wonder, huge smile.
Well, Nevaeh, you should go see him. And she'll flit off and also go land and like she's riding on the lion. And she does it. I'll pull out a little a small drum. A bow drum. And I'll just start tapping out and she does a little jig on his back.
I think you're gonna fit in great here. I like you.
Like you too. I think it'll be a grand time.
I know you probably wanted time to process your grief and stuff, but also, we had to keep Claire in the show.
Like I said, we don't fault you for anything. And I walk over and give him a hug, and it's like, you don't understand how good it is to see an older friend again.
No, Argus got me out of the book. Well, like the prison book.
Oh, you're freed from that now? We forgot to do that, didn't we? I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Y'all are busy. It's okay.
We freed him from the chaos plane, but we kind of just left him in the book.
Yeah.
What is your name, friend?
Oh, I'm
You said-
Argus. Argus O'Bannon. Someday, when I'm mighty and powerful, I'll be the O'Bannon.
Theo Bandit? That's not your name. Your name is Argus.
You're right. Love this guy.
Tom, don't mean to be rude, but I have something I need to go do.
Oh, yeah. Go do whatever you do. I'll do whatever I do.
Tummel, I should clarify. You're still in full, mesh form. That didn't wear off.
Ah.
I thought that was just to get me there, and then
No,
angry.
so here's the thing. Tummel,
Oh.
once per long rest, you can assume the form of Tumult. It'll give you an automatic +3 to any roll that you make
The tumultimate upgrade.
for up to 10 minutes.
Oh, that's priceless.
Hell yeah, dude.
Can only add it to one roll or every roll during that time?
Every single roll for 10 minutes.
Nice.
And I'm talking, that is +3 damage, that is +3 to skill checks,
Yeah.
that is +3 to initiative, that is +3 to every single roll of the die that you make
That's cool.
For 10 minutes.
for 10 minutes.
Damn. That's dope.
Well, at this point, I probably would have dropped it as much as I could, because I was actually going to go and put myself in there using not my normal way of going, but kind of banishing myself there for a second just to go and physically be there instead of just mentally, and just kind of vent frustrations and work on, I guess, him explaining this to me. So that's
Yeah.
kind of shortens
Yeah,
that
yeah.
up.
Okay, Argus, glad you're here. Glad you want to fuck up Xerxes. I don't know how much of a momentary play Lion Dandy gave you. We're all a little rough around the edges for the moment.
I get that. And, you do your thing, and I'm going to go walk around, and I'm going to check out your ship, and I'll do my thing. Unless somebody else stops me, what he's going to do is he's just going to wander around the ship, and he's going to really get into the controls. He's going to really get into the crystal, and oh, I see what you did here. This is a spot of all right. And he's just, full on grease monkey as he just clambers around all over the place, all over the ship.
Would you, for the people listening at home, give us that quick little level breakdown of
I would.
Argus?
Argus is a level 10 druid, which is why all the natural stuff, but he's also a level 3 artificer, specifically battlesmith. So
Oh, you're gonna
Dandy.
soup up the ship and make it grease lightning.
Dandy, which is the lion, is his steel defender.
Rob,
I did.
you bastard.
I
He's
might even give him a
definitely
bow
sleeping
tie.
with some Arthos.
Dandy is his steel defender, and then Nevea, the little pixie, is his homunculus servant, or homunculus.
Nice.
Dandelion.
That was great.
Dick.
I love it.
Yeah, folks at home, I do apologize for not taking more time to kind of grief process and work through that kind of stuff. But for the sake of narrative, for the sake of players, and because it wasn't, it was sad that the character was moving on, but also not something that I think any of us really wanted to try and pinpoint and sit on for a long time.
It also narratively makes a lot of sense for Lion Dandy to be like, all right, you guys are
And
down
that's the entire reason that I was like, you know what? Right in this pinnacle moment of Anuk leaving, it's just going to happen. It's just going to be right now and get thrown in.
That one threw me because I was expecting actually to just they were gonna just walk in on me someplace at the Star Mounts or Shadow Top or something.
Yeah, I thought about it, and then at Park today when you were talking, and you're like, yeah, it's all. When I read this
And you got to
backstory
see
and all that kind
the
of stuff,
backstory. Yeah.
I was like, no, this is good. I like this.
No, it's perfect.
Yeah, so we threw you in there. Other than that, guys, it is late. It has been a hard day. Tumult, you kind of retire to your room, spend a lot of time with
Ileana,
Bolts.
is there anywhere in BB's room that is soundproof?
It's a pretty big mansion. I don't know, but I'm sure you can find something. I'm sure you could. Yeah.
Cool. I find like the farthest way possible, closed doors, kind of
So
push
you-
against it.
So as you're walking, actually, you guys have not really ever taken a full in-depth look in each of the rooms. You just kind of had what BB explained to you of like, yeah, these are all just the guest rooms. And blah, blah, blah. You walk in, and as you're kind of walking and trying to find a space, the door to the very back room opens.
I didn't mean to cut off your thing with Zach. I realized I did that.
No, you're, so all I would say is that Tom is spending a lot of time with Olt, kind of reflecting and going over those things. Do you want to role play that, Zach? Because we definitely can.
No, I'm pretty sure it's going to be what Lysan is about to do, but I was just doing it in Alt's domain instead.
Yeah. But the door at the very back, the one door that you were told, do not open,
Lysander doesn't care.
and opens. And it's not what you'd expect. This is a gym, essentially. There are training dummies, there are like just physical, like just heavy objects of various kinds, like a sparring mat in the center. It's just kind of a room, and as you kind of are looking in, you can see there's some sort of runes along the outside of the door. Yeah, like you see, that's what you see. This is the first room you've seen that hasn't been like a guest bedroom, essentially.
It's like Lysander would walk in, like gently close the door behind him, and just let out the most pained, blood-curdling scream. And just kind of...
Would you like to do that on mic for our listeners at home? Okay, that's fair.
I also probably couldn't convey it appropriately either.
I would do it for you, but we live in an apartment complex, and people would probably be very upset.
Yeah. And just like collapse against the door, kind of like slump down and just sob.
Garagak, are you doing anything special tonight as you are getting ready for bed?
I would go on the deck of the ship and be playing fetch with myself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Coda.
Like, it makes total sense, and I, like, completely understand it. Fuck.
Like, depending on
I
how
think
long-
the best part is you're not in Boulet form anymore, because that got dropped, so you're just throwing a stick and then like walking after it, picking it up, and just throwing it to the others. You're mimicking his training too!
Just head down, like shuffle my feet to the stick, picking it up, throwing it again, like gentle toss, walking after it, doing it again.
Why are you a pain machine, Coda?
This is you. Fuck.
You're the haha funny character.
Yeah.
No,
fuck,
it's
man.
it's great. I'm not mad. My heart just breaks.
Wow.
Depending on how long he does that, I would see him do it when I come back out, because I'm only going to leave for about 2 or 3 minutes. I can't
Yeah.
stay in Old's domain that way very long.
Yeah. Yeah, you would come back out and see just Garagak slowly, basically just pacing, but just adding the extra layer to it.
You gonna be okay, buddy?
In time.
And I know you do the wild shape thing. I could throw that for you, and you don't have to just shuffle anymore.
I'll wild shape into a monkey, like me and Anook did on the ship.
Tumult and Garagak, you guys spend probably longer than you should playing fetch, monkeying around, as it were. And just kind of reflecting, processing everything in your own way. Ileana, what are you doing this evening?
Just showing Lysander to the mansion and, letting him go off. Did anyone notice the stuff that Anook left in the galley?
Nobody's been down there yet, I don't think.
Okay. So just like taking a brief survey of the ship, would I reasonably stumble upon that? Or
Yeah.
Cool. I'll take the note and I guess I'll leave everything else, but take a note of the Garagak and just make sure to hand that off. And then I'm gonna go back down to DPG, but I'm gonna grab the spice pouch from the galley on my way back down there. I'm gonna go to the same room, the fifth on the left, second story, and I'm gonna take a vial and pour the spice as much as I can out into the vial, just kind of make a decorated vial with the spice pouch, I guess.
What spice? Because
I'm
you
trying
can.
to use the essence of the pouch itself. I'm trying to basically deconstruct the pouch to make a decorative vial of the spices, kind of a deal. So I guess a little bit of anything that comes out.
Just pour some
Sure.
allspice
Okay.
out.
Ileana, I really, really like this. To roll me an Arcana check with advantage to see if you can kind of use your own magic to transfer this enchantment to this vial.
With advantage, you said?
Correct.
Are you trying to transfer the enchantment or just make a little ode to Anook?
Just make a little ode. Not necessarily move any of the magic over. I'm just trying to deconstruct.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood you. I thought you were trying to take
Because
so yeah,
Ilya
absolutely.
now has the pendant for Olan, Tempbard's knife, and now a vial for Anook.
Yeah. Easily enough. You have eaten Anook's food for months now. And you've spent a lot of time just kind of hanging out with your fellow team members, kind of learning things like that. It's easy enough to assume that you would have spent a little bit of time with Anook in the kitchen helping get meals ready and things like that. So you just, every spice that you can remember him using, you put into the vial. You basically make your own kind of allspice, essentially. Put it in this little decorative vial that you can add to your necklace if that's the intent or whatever you would like to do with it.
After the
go
fetching
ahead.
and stuff, I would try to attune to Dandy Basher.
Does not work.
I would try it for a while, and knowing it didn't work, and that maybe it left me because I wasn't worthy,
Oh, fuck, man.
I would fashion the harness that's on my back to throw Dandy Basher in to hold it, and I would attune to my Flame Tongue sword.
Okay. You have to make me feel my shit about it. Fuck.
Garagak's a very basic mind. He loved two things, his friends and Dandy Basher, and today he lost both.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
We'll get it back. We'll get it back.
There, if it makes you feel better, I definitely have a plan for you to get it back. I'm not just no, your magic weapon's gone. Ha ha ha.
No, I get it. It's all good.
Well, like I said, I was checking out the ship. I see that it's been badly damaged in places. So I'll whip out a screwdriver and do some things to fix what I can here and there. Go to the mask, and I'm like, masked. I'm like, I don't want to climb that. Hey, Dandy, come here. Dandy trots up and pops up on his paws and puts his paws up on the mast, and I just kind of climb up Dandy, and that's better. Climbs back down. He's just fiddle farting around the entire ship, just making small improvements, fixing things, mending, doing little bits and pieces as he can. He'll also, I see what he was doing here. And he'll cast plant growth as well on things to help the plants grow. Oh, but he's missing something. And he'll roll out the barrel of guck that whatever Partos was sticking his head in. And he'll dump the gunk overboard. Create water to wash it out. Fill it with dirt. Hey, we need some potatoes. And pack it and just plants and plant growth in there.
Perfect.
Nice.
Argus, as
you're a stereotype. But a stereotype I embody.
Yes. Argus, as you're kind of walking around the ship and kind of getting a feel for things, with your like tinkerer's mind and your like science magic mind, you go down to the bottom of the ship, very bottom, because you want to see the crystal. The crystal makes it go.
Yeah.
And
does the crystal glow, or is it dark down here?
The crystal does have a faint glow to it. But as you open it up,
she just light.
Is the pillow fort still down there?
Yes. So that's what we were getting. That's what I was getting to. Was as you open the door, you see just many children.
They're all passed out, right?
All asleep in this like makeshift pillow fort, but you see one pair of eyes staring at you blankly in the darkness.
But it's also a room that shouldn't be there. It's way bigger than it should be, right?
No, they're in the cargo hold.
I thought they were in BB's room.
So the stable's in BB's room. The like lobby area of BB's room turned into a stable. So they moved down to the like bottom hatch where the crystal is. And so there's just these faint lights, but in this darkness, kind of like casting the shadows, dancing lights, you see these two eyes looking at you. And you hear in your mind, "Let the children slumber, new one."
I like you.
Wait, it is mine?
Why is Mr. Mutton's telepathic?
He's Mr.
Let the
Muttons.
children slumber. Trying not to wake them up as well.
Can't
I
speak
approve.
out loud. He'd wake the children.
I approve.
Well, I will speak out loud, knowing that children probably sleep really heavily and they're probably not going to wake up. Oh, I'll let them sleep. There's going to be enough fun tomorrow. Close the hatch. Just keep exploring and doing, like I said, little bits.
It's probably meandering around going, who the fuck is the bosun? Because Garagak probably just like hammered 2x4s over the opening in the side.
Oh, and if there's material covering the holes, I will spend time and mend using that material to blend it out and make it look again.
Very nice.
Because it definitely doesn't look good. Like,
No,
he
but
fixed it,
I'll do what I
but
can
it looks
to
like
fix that.
shit.
It was functional. It was not aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this ship, she should be better maintained. So that's what I'm doing is just that kind of stuff and looking for a place to hang a hammock. That's what his bunk will be, is just hanging a hammock.
There are several places. You find a room suitable to you. Honestly, you obviously not
Probably
having the like context or anything for the mansion inside of the boat, probably would find like a room inside of like one of the bedrooms in the manor that has like just the perfect hammock setup. Just perfect like places to hang one up, make it
See, I was thinking a Nook's room would probably be very fitting for him because it would probably have lots of plants still in it.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Because didn't BB say that the rooms are actually like holograms to an extent? Just lack of a better
they can
word.
be made what we want them to be.
Yeah, it can be whatever. So I'd assume a Nook's room's actually like in the forest.
But that's if a Nook had his room in BB's mansion.
He
and
didn't.
Not on the ship.
His room would have been one of the quarter rooms on the ship. When Argus comes across BB's door and opens it and looks in. Oh. It's bigger on the inside. And closes it and walks away.
Perfect. All of you do. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, as soon as Garagak would have dropped polymorph, I would have asked him to come here for a second before he went to go to his items, and I would have showed him how to write his name, and I'm gonna point to a now open slot on my page and say, "I need you to write that here for me."
Okay. I will attempt very scribbly and like first grade handwriting.
Coda.
Right, Garagak.
Coda, roll me an intelligence check.
Ooh, it's gonna be a banger.
I'm giving him
this.
everything he needs to get it done. I write it out for him, and then I'm letting him trace it by putting it underneath
9.
the page
A
with
9.
light.
Garagak is not smart.
That's good enough.
That's not
Like
bad.
you
That's
do get
average.
like, yeah, you do get your name written down.
Just Garagak has never had to write anything down in his life.
Yeah.
There's
That's
a bit
it.
of dexterity there.
I just say to him, it's like, you won't know when this comes into effect, but I will. It'll keep you from taking one of those naps
I appreciate that.
at least once. And then, due to my normal not sleeping, I would just kind of wander the ship. And if I ever ran into Lysander, I would make them write their name down as well.
You have 2 slots available?
I erased my own name from the book. So I now have Tapartos, Ileana, Garagak, and Lysander.
Lysander's probably not coming out till morning, but you can.
Whenever I find,
In the-
whenever
yeah,
I
in-
find you.
His name will be in the book for all intents and purposes.
That's like a big character thing too. That's really cool. I like
Yeah,
that.
sacrificed
Yeah.
himself for it.
Yeah, I like that. So you guys all find rest as best you can tonight. Some of you, namely Argus, sleep completely fine. No real issues. The rest of you do kind of struggle to find that relaxation that you would find. You guys wake in the morning a little bit later than you normally would. You know, you were up late. Yesterday was long. You guys sleep in as you deserve to do. When you wake up to the smell of food being made.
Soup?
And for a brief moment, it hits you kind of hard. Because as you go to the galley to gather food, you see Phil wearing a Kiss the Chef apron. And he's kind of like putzing around, and you see he's standing over the cauldron that Anouk used. And you guys kind of walk in. Morning. I'm making breakfast.
Sounds good. What are we having?
Thank you, Phil.
Oatmeal?
Fantastic. Grabs a bowl and
I forgot what breakfast foods were. Right? That's what that pause was. I was like, what's a breakfast? What do you eat in the morning?
it's a breakfast stew, so oatmeal sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Or like other porridge of some variety.
Yeah, it's grits. It's all grits all day.
It's the only thing
Garagak,
Phil learned how to cook.
Yeah.
Garagak sleeping in a little bit and then smelling the food would come running and then like slam open the door with a big excitement look on his face and then just see Phil and kind of instantly lose his smile.
I didn't think it smelled that bad. I thought it was pretty good.
Coda!
Oh, it's a grand thing. Just going to town on it.
He'll just shuffle over and get a bowl of oatmeal. Sit down and eat.
Phil kind of looks at you. I brought out the personal reserves. We got raisins. We got brown sugar. We got a little milk. We got
How did you keep milk on the ship for weeks?
we don't got milk. We I got some cheese. If you want some cheese.
Milk
Take
tastes
some
cheese now.
raisins, please.
We don't have milk anymore, but I got some cheese.
Cheese stays good depending on the. It's gonna be like a Parmesan, like a hard block.
Well,
of cheese.
he didn't say cheese until he realized the milk was weeks old.
So we've got blue cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, didn't we stop off before we went to the fire plane at Waterdeep, and so the milk's only like a couple days old at best? 'Cause
Phil never.
They didn't leave. No,
Left the ship.
Ileana took them to lunch.
Oh yeah, they all went out with Ileana, so they never went shopping.
So it is multiple. This is like silvery moon milk. It might
Yes.
be enchanted to be cold. Who knows?
No,
Cool.
no. There's just a bunch of fixins for oatmeal, however you want to make it up. He's trying his best. And with that, my friends, what is the plan? You guys still have about 6-7 days travel left to get to the Shadowtop Cathedral. And as much as I hate to say it, your sailor's gone. So somebody new is going to have to fly the ship.
I will say, I do have a thing that I never looked at. I am an outlander. So I have the feature Wanderer. You have an excellent memory for maps and geography, and you can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you. In addition, you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 others each day. So actually, Lysander would probably do okay.
Sure. So Lysander, if you could, make me a survival check.
Boy's got a +10.
Damn!
27.
Lysander immediately just falls in stride as the captain of this ship.
It's one of the few skills that I've actually selected because I
And,
lived out in the woods.
And I like it. And you all start heading in the direction of the Shadowtop Cathedral. Now, as much as you're going to hate me for saying it, I need somebody to roll me a D100.
Who rolled that last one?
You.
You.
So I can't roll, or I could roll if you really want me to.
No, it's fine. Because it was you, and then you roll. No, that was like 3 days ago. Because it was you, and then I had you roll a D6.
And then it was Garagak.
And then
there's
a couple puzzles.
Ileana should do it. I don't think Ileana's ever rolled the percentile for the ship.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because we just kind of start the cycle over again each time.
Yeah, give me a D100, Ileana.
Can she do something before the events happen in the day though?
Sure.
I want to try to cast telepathic bond on everybody. If anyone, I only need one person to stay before to do this, but it's 10 minutes.
I mean, you're probably up with me on the deck.
Cool.
If you need someone available, it's probably Lysander.
Okay. There's a D100, but I'll cast telepathic bond on you. Yeah, we can do that in a second. I rolled an 8, so we can do that in a second. I'm gonna go back down to BB Zoom, and I'm gonna do my daily training. Come get me if anything happens. And I'll go down to BB Zoom, and I'll intentionally, as I'm walking through the door, I'll begin a sentence to Lysander. Hey, Lysander, also, and I'll take a step through the door. There's that connection break, because telepathic bond only works on the same plane of existence.
It does not break.
Excellent. Also, I might be a little bit weak and tired. It just depends on how my training goes. But yeah, I'll see you in like an hour.
Take
And
care
I'll
of yourself.
I'll make sure to set the battery on a table away from me again, and I'll do the same transformation, and then roll the eyes and all that good stuff.
Roll the Constitution saving throw.
This one is not advanced.
I can't believe you rolled an 8.
Yeah, that's only the second time I believe that we've rolled in the single digits.
It'll be fine.
It's a DC 15. I rolled a 15. Cool.
Nice.
Very nice. Yeah. So I think for the first time in your days of training, you don't end up exhausted. Like you're feeling good. You feel like your training's working.
Cool. And then that's it for the stuff that she wanted to do. She'll go back up and join everybody after, she takes a short rest, I guess, calms down and whatever.
Yeah. That's a 5th level spell?
They're both 6, so I'd use my 6th slot and my 7th slot. So I don't get those back today.
Now. Rolled an 8. So here's the thing, as you guys have probably figured out with the system, if I recall correctly, the roll that Nook made was in the 90s.
Mhm.
You all are gathered on the deck of the ship, kind of getting to know Argus a little bit, having, conversations, gearing up for your travels. I'm so upset.
Do we get another Planetar?
No.
Oh, that was like a 17 or something. That's some weird arbitrary number.
Yeah. As you guys are traveling, Tummel, you hear a sound that you have come to know and you're months away from the group. A massive, bellowing roar. You recognize it instantaneously as the roar of a dragon. And a fucking massive one.
Oh shit!
This trip sucks.
Activate my wing boots and kind of just like fly up to the mast and just kind of like look around, like what the fuck? Please, not right now. Please.
You take a look around and you see extending out underneath the ship massive bronze wings flapping, a size comparable to Coaxal.
Oh.
Whoa.
I kind of fly down in front of it and say hello in Draconic.
You just, whoa. Hi.
Or like a hey.
You see the most massive bronze dragon you've ever even heard described. As you say, hey, the head looks up at you. And in Draconic responds, hey!
How can I help you? You're not. Please don't tell me you're here to eat us.
1 sec! I'll be with you momentarily.
Okay.
You see the dragon. The rest of you kind of just like gathered, watch Tummel kind of fly up and then fly over the front of the ship and down. And then you see coming up in front of the ship this massive bronze dragon that flies up, spins around in the air, and comes careening towards the deck of the ship. And right as it's about to impact, whoo, and turns into a humanoid form. You look, and you see standing in front of you a Leonin. A massive humanoid lion. Golden mane, about 7.5 feet tall, so like comparatively to your party, about average height.
Wait, how tall is Argus? Is he normal
He's only
sized?
He's 5'3", 5'4".
Yeah, the average has gone down. But this Leonin looks at you all, and you see who's wearing like bronze plate mail. This massive blade on his back that looks to be made of all bronze as well. Looks at the rest of you on the ship. Tummel, I'm assuming you kind of followed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and looks to all of you and goes, "Hail, friends, and well met."
Hail and well met.
Stick
No
his
one's said
thumbs
that
in
back.
his suspenders. How you doing?
I am so well. So good. I am elated. I am excited. I am truly joyful.
Why?
Why? It's a beautiful day, young one. The sun is out. The sky is clear. Not too hot, not too cold. It's just a good day.
It is a particularly good day. Very important question.
Sure.
What's your name?
My name. Well, do you want like the fancy one, or do you just want my like nickname?
The fancy
Are you one of the
would be
10?
Cool.
The fancy one would be cool. It's kind of confusing, so bear with me. He says it in Draconic. So I'm pretty sure the only person that understands it is Tummel.
Like, looks over at Tumult, because he mentioned that he speaks Draconic.
Tummel, what you hear is the name Kleshkin.
Can you spell that for me, Alex?
Yeah. So it is K H apostrophe L apostrophe CHKIN. Kleshkin.
What the
There is
hell?
one vowel. Klechkin.
Perfect.
Okay.
And your nickname?
Terrance?
Terrance.
Yeah. It's Terrance.
How you spell that?
Like Terrance.
I'm just making sure you didn't have anything, special.
No.
T apostrophe F R R apostrophe N apostrophe. Terrance.
With 6 silent Q's at the end.
In Draconic, I would say, Klitschkin, are you one of the 10? Like, do you have any relation to Coaxel?
Coaxal. He gets
Coaxal.
really persnickety if you pronounce the name wrong. He's really uptight about that. And yes, I am one of the 10. One of the big ones. One of the OG original. I guess it'd be OD. But that has a different connotation than OG.
I appreciate that. Do you have a special moniker that goes with your name? He kept calling himself the Incarnation of Winter.
Oh, I guess you could call me, what was it? I was never one for all the fanciness of it all. I was just happy to be and enjoy the good days and meeting new friends.
Klechkin, the good vibes dragon.
I guess if you had to give me a name, such something all fancy, like the Incarnation of Winter, this fucking guy, you could call me the Incarnation of the Sun.
I'm gonna lean over to Garagak. I like this guy.
Yeah, he really has that monster energy.
He's a bright fella.
So
Fuck.
good. Dragon.
Say the words, Alex.
God.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't been said yet with all the heart crushing he's done.
Damn inspiration.
Let's go.
Somebody's got to keep a stockpile.
It's okay, your crits don't matter anymore.
That's fair.
Why would you do that?
Also true.
Yeah, but he's the only one that can get him apparently.
Yes,
Rod's got it before too.
Terrance is standing on the deck of the ship, just kind of staring at you all, kind of doing the Captain Hammer pose when he's up at the pedestal, just kind of head tilted off to one side, fists on his hips.
So Tumult, you didn't find one for 6 months, and you have been back for 3 days?
Hey, were you looking for these guys? Found one. I've been here for one night.
I found him first. Thank you.
Oh, but I saw him out there too. Yeah, but
Yeah.
we all found him.
Yeah.
What? It took you 6 months to find him? I was here for the one night.
Not him in particular.
No one ever looks for me. They think I'm
I didn't really
Weird.
know who I was looking for, to be honest. I wasn't chasing any particular one of you, just any of you.
And what were you looking for with the 10?
Just information and to see how the stances compared between the dragons.
I have information to give.
Hero, I see your face. I know I did it. I quit.
Those dragons, I tell you.
You're doing great, Zach. It's very hard not to. The only reason I don't is because I have my own accent I have to think about. Otherwise, I mirror instantly.
But the first one we ran into was kind of a slightly hostile situation.
Oh, Axel, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
What a dick.
Kind of, but I mean, he explained things pretty well once we actually talked to him, and we've made sure to definitely keep our promises to not harm any dragons going forward.
That's good, because we would have to rain endless destruction on you, and I don't like doing that. It's my least favorite part of the job.
I guess I don't know if Dandelion told you that, but very important. Or
Lion Dandy. Lion Dandy. Very clear distinction. Lion Dandy.
It's really hard when he has a lion named Dandy, okay?
I know, I understand, but
What I was looking for was to just make sure that the other 10 had definitely put their say in, because as most groups, and I kind of like point to all of my friends, we all have very different viewpoints, and so I wanted to make sure we stepped on nobody's toes, as what we're going forward deals with both your kind and the giant kind.
What do you mean?
We're trying to fix their ordering.
peacefully with someone who does not
Oh.
want to do war with the small folk or the dragons.
Well, what an intriguing way to go about it. That seems absolutely pleasant.
I wish.
No? Not good?
I mean, like, it's going good, just really annoying.
Oh, adventuring chose us, so to speak, and we're like saving the world. So it's kind of a big.
Oh, so you're like the chosen ones.
That's what they call us. Somewhere, sometimes.
You'd think you could have come up with a better team name.
I think you're gonna have to find a different name.
Well, it's not my job.
What if you called yourselves, like, Super Mega Adventuring Team?
Oh, but we could spell
Hyper
it
Force, go!
like SOUP, super. He would appreciate that.
Oh, I like that.
Soup, just like standing on the deck of the ship goes, I would.
So what does bring you here today other than a good day?
I was just out for a fly, and I saw a ship. And you don't see that every day, so I figured I'd come and swing on by, and give it a little bit of flyby, and see what was going on. I wanted to come say hi.
We do appreciate that. Sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah, we appreciate the hello. We appreciate peaceful interactions. We've had a really rough couple of days, so honestly, you're a breath of fresh air of someone who isn't trying to destroy us.
So are you. Not with the not trying to destroy me part. Nobody really fucks with us anymore.
Oh, I was concerned that things were trying to attack you, and that seemed like
No,
bad
no,
choice.
I would crush them into dust.
Yeah.
But I don't like to. Violence is all you get the splatters and the innards and it's just very gross. Who wants to deal with that? I mean, except for that one, kind of points at Ileana. Seems like all she wants to do is mess with that, which is like cool.
Why do you know? How do you? Okay. Do we have a reputation?
No, I just get vibes.
Okay.
You have a broken soul vibe, but holy warrior. Eliana, the little one there. I said her name, but I didn't know it, so it's fine. The elf wizard, definitely a necromancer, but is branching out. Is branching out and doing some new stuff, and that's cool. This one is feeling more pain right now than he has his entire life, and he kind of like just pats Garagak on the head. You, my man, points at Tumult and goes, this guy has no idea what the fuck is happening, but he's rolling along with it because he cares a lot about you guys.
I honestly can respect that.
And then there's this one, points at Argus. This one just likes to fuck shit up, and I respect that.
Oh, that's speaking the truth.
The ones in the back, loyal, determined, explosive. Crushed it.
But it,
And when he says explosive, I'll key in on Gum Gum and then like
He's kind of standing up at the top of the ship, and he does this in response. And just one of the ballistas goes, thoof, fires a bolt off, and you look down and you see Bearfang standing there, and he just like gives Gum Gum a thumbs up.
You did teach them how to shoot.
You see Terrance looks off the ship and goes, "You kid, I like you. But also, that's about to kill someone. So I'm gonna he like runs and jumps off the side of the ship. You see he's just whoosh, giant bronze wings fly out and he rockets off, comes back with the ballista bolt like a toothpick. When he flies back, it just like lands on the deck, the bolt kind of tumbles.
We can only shoot those when something's attacking the ship. From now on, okay?
No promises. You're not the captain.
Gum Gum, we can only shoot those things when something's attacking the ship.
Aye.
I'm gonna pick up the ballista bolt and start looking at it. Open up my bag. Slide the whole bolt. Just goes right into the bag.
We need that.
Oh, you'll get it back.
We have
Wait,
96 more.
We should set you to the ones that hold, like, blast orbs. Those would be more useful for you.
But anyway, do you want to, like, drink or food or anything while you're here?
No, just vibing.
So you can't
Do you need anything?
check us out?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Then-
you being here is kind of enough for me. I was kind of made the 6 months of at least training to talk to dragons worth it, but also like very upset that literally 2 days after ending this, I run into one of the 10.
Do you know how to plane hop?
Yeah.
We have a bunch of planes we have to go to, and some of the locations we're unfamiliar with.
Like what?
Air is just kind of floating around all over the place.
Yeah, but it can be tracked.
We have no clue how to track it.
No, it's very easy. Let me show you. And he shows you. Basically, what he explains is that the entrance to the air, the elemental plane of air, much like the other ones, is caused by some sort of weather in a certain area. So, like the maelstrom that leads to the elemental plane of water. You're not sure what the other ones are, but that's kind of like the example that is used. He says that you have to fly directly into the eye of a storm cloud.
Because between that and I think the Feywild now is the only one that we don't know how to get to. So just covering our bases here.
And there's like he does explain like it has to be a very like specific type of storm, but there's magic ways to track that.
Was it the one that killed the toddler? Fuck, did we already have it?
In Draconic, I'm gonna ask him a question, but before I ask him the question, I'm gonna ask him to answer in Draconic, as it is a personal question. The last time we spoke to a dragon before, Quaxel is a green dragon named Camelialter. They are very important to someone, very important to us, and we have not been able to contact or see them again. Have you heard of them?
I know of green dragons. You refer to what is the stupid nickname she got? Old Chewbone?
Gnawbone. For tumult's sake. I don't know if you have.
I was to say I knew.
I never knew that name. I just knew Camelialter from when I met her before we assaulted Groothog.
Yeah. So yeah, I've heard of her. I don't know her personally.
So I would hope that they're still doing well and not causing trouble for the 10.
No, we're kosher. We're simpatico. We're all sorts of good. The 10 are just doing our thing. We're back, baby. We're experiencing the new world. We're living it up. We're all doing our thing. We're all claiming our domains.
What is the thing you're doing?
What is the thing I'm doing?
Like,
Because I said we're all doing our things.
Yeah.
We're not really doing anything together. That's kind of not how we do. Last time we all tried to do something together, we became these two crazy gods, and it was this whole fucking thing.
No, I mean, she asked what thing you're doing. Like, what's
me
your thing?
specifically?
No, you got it right. I'm wondering, like, why you 10 are here, like, what your objective is, why you're back on the... Okay.
No idea.
You don't know why you're back?
Nope.
Oh.
We were all demi-plane chilling it out, living our lives. All of a sudden, we got tossed back into the prime material plane, and now we're all just kind of doing our thing. Everybody's trying to like reclaim lost territory and like regain their power, and I don't know, man.
Oh, so do you know about what the Giants are trying to do right now?
Not really, no.
Oh, this is fun. And I go over to Lysander and whisper, hey, should we tell them what's going on right now with the Giants?
We don't really know what's going on right now with the Giants besides the ordning thing, which we kind of covered.
I mean, they're still trying to do Valenton, right?
I mean, yeah, that was like specifically what Go was doing, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth it for the. Are they going to like attack and fight?
Maybe we can ask them to help us with Grim and the Frost Giants.
Oh yes, Arcanus Magnet. That man has spare stones. We just had someone who lost a stone. He probably won't have one when he comes back. Different problem. But yes, Grim. Taking care of Grim. Fuck, yeah, that's important.
What's a Grim?
An Arcanus Magnate who has killed and claimed the energy of other Arcanus Magnates. He's protecting the Frost Giants and is a dick.
Follow-up question. What's an Arcanus Magnate?
Really powerful spellcasters?
Like a wizard?
Like a really powerful wizard. Like, can make their own spells.
So like a sorcerer?
No, their magic comes from a stone.
So
Not
like a warlock?
Yes,
Kind
actually.
of, yeah. But like
Nailed it in
super
3
powerful
seconds.
warlocks.
Definitely can do a lot of things I can't.
Oh, you're a
But it-
warlock?
Yeah,
Nice. How's that?
I would put it out there that I definitely got luckier than some.
His patron's not a dick from what I can see.
Hey, that's a win.
Yeah.
That's a positive.
And then Indraconic, I would just say if you do run into Old Gnawbones or Covenant of the Altar, just ask them to get in touch with Tumult, the Genasi they met on the plains of Grootog.
I will do what I can.
That's all I can ask.
But the TLDR of the world situation, since you're kind of fresh, Giants are trying to reestablish the ordning because that's been all upheavaled. Some of them are real dicks about it. One of them tried to create a weapon of mass destruction that we then broke down. They were trying to kill all small folk and probably head up to dragons. Also, there is a giant order organization called Xerxes who wants to kill all non-humanoids. So
Wow, Xerxes still doing work. Wow,
Yeah.
Look at them go.
they're close to winning, I think, is what's
Oh.
happening right now.
That's
At which
wild.
point Argus like spits a big old wad right on the into the deck.
It's
This
a general.
Not a fan of Xerxes. I get
No.
it. Guessing that's kind of a universal feeling here.
Yeah, we're going to kill one of their big rulers if we can help it.
Which one?
The Traveler.
Oh, nice.
We're going to try and kill a god. I just said that out loud. That just feels weird.
That's like
This
a
would
be
totally
exciting.
achievable thing.
I don't know why you say we're trying. It's like I don't care what he thinks he can do. If we're bound by fate to save the world, he dies in the process.
Oh yeah, I agree. It was just odd to say out loud that we're going to be like God Slayers.
That's the
God
tenacity that we
Slayers.
look
That's
for.
a cool name.
There you go.
But
You
Hey.
did it.
But
Woo!
can we claim it without actually having done it yet?
Yeah,
A lot of people
absolutely
claim
you can.
things.
Okay.
Hey, that's
Think of it this way.
we can bounce off of that point. It's It could be the will be God Slayers, and then we could change it to God Slayers when we actually slay the
We'll
god.
just go by God Slayers. No one's gonna call us the Will Be God
Exactly,
Slayers.
but we'll say will be on our own to make us feel better about it.
It's a gold war.
If I was to
God
enter
Slayers
into
almost feels
something,
worse than the Chosen Ones, honestly.
I mean, it's not like any of you are religious casters or anything that may offend gods if you said you were god slayers, right?
Sorry, Sylvanas.
Oh shit!
But we're trying to slay the god that, like, split them? So
How's Sylvanas doing? Good?
he and his
Wait.
sister are alright, yeah.
They
Hold
are
on.
okay.
I'm missing some context.
Yes.
They?
Yeah. Plural.
Is this like a non-binary thing?
No,
Plural, a plurality thing. That's a new one.
Yeah, the Traveler split them eons ago.
What a dick!
Yeah.
I
It's
point
kind of
to
cool, though, if you think about it.
I point to Lysander. His is kind of a word dick, and I point to Partos, and his. I don't really want to fuck with that one. Like, she seems really cool,
She's
but
scary.
really violent.
She's really scary.
Ah, see, now put those together, and it sounds like the Sylvanas I knew.
Yeah.
Good all-around person. That's Sylvanas.
Now they're good all-around people.
Nice. Good. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm trying to follow here, but you're
Yeah.
throwing a lot at me, and there's a lot of context that I just don't have.
Yeah, just trying to give you a TLDR, so feel free to...
I appreciate much from me about that. But here's where we're at. Giants
Yes.
doing bad shit.
Mhm.
Kind of.
Giants doing genocidal shit. We don't want that.
Yeah.
Not
all of them, but enough of them to be a problem.
Sylvanas is two Sylvani.
Yep. No longer
Cool.
a single Sylvanum.
You're going to kill the Traveler.
Hopefully.
Oh yes.
There's some dick named Grim who is 5 super powerful spellcasters in a bucket.
Yeah, he's 5 warlocks in a trench coat.
Nice. You're
What-
working against Xerxes.
Yes.
Right. Cool. I mean, the only thing I could think of, like, may get in your way, it's not, you guys don't have any, like, familial or, like, strong family ties to Xerxes, do you? Like, that's not an inhibition.
Complicated?
Oh.
My brother is currently working with Xerxes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So you kill your brother?
Or hopefully just tried to pry him out kicking and screaming.
Yeah. And my sister's working with their brother.
Yeah.
Do you ever get
We don't know if they're working. We just know
confirmation on that?
Yeah.
You guys got a lot going on.
Yeah, it's been a really long couple of weeks.
It's exciting.
Like, my boyfriend just died. We just lost
Ooh,
one of our
I'm so
friends.
sorry.
Like, we're just having a hard go of it.
That's so sad. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Are you
Yeah.
okay?
No.
You want a hug?
I mean, okay.
He comes over and gives you a hug, and there's just this like sense of like warmth and calm that just kind of radiates through your whole body.
Hmm.
They're there. It'll get better.
Hmm.
Sometimes we have to experience loss, and that's always bad. But sometimes loss can lead to growth. And in a world full of magic, sometimes loss isn't a permanent thing. So keep your head held high, okay? You'll get through it. I know you will. Kind of pulls away.
I mean, honestly, it just seemed cool to have said that I hugged one of the 10, so thank you for that.
Yeah, make it a t-shirt. You'll be great.
I guess that would be the next thing I wanted to go into. If you do come into contact with the others, except for who, we would like to talk to them, or at least me specifically. Something I'm kind of taking an interest in.
Okay.
So if not to make them come visit us, but if they ever come across our path, at least they know who we are. If they talk to you first.
Sure. Yeah, okay, yeah. Is there anything else you guys need or want to know, or it seems like you guys got super lucky that we bumped into each other and that you got this information to come through. So
Yeah. Just know that once we do save the world, because it might not to be this us, but a us will save the world. If this one, I point to myself, is still alive, I'm definitely probably going to be pursuing the 10 to just learn more about your lives in general and how things used to be. Magic was very different back then, from what I've learned.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Is there anything we can do for you?
No.
Okay.
What do you think I am? Some NPC here to send you on some side quest? No.
I don't know. It's just
I thought he was just going to add to the main quest.
we like to keep our options open. We run into people. We tend to not ask all the questions we need to ask because we didn't sign up for this, so we're not very good at this whole adventuring thing. So we just kind of like to leave the door open and let them know if they need anything from us. We'll add it to the list of the saving the world thing, and
Well, I mean, like I'm here. You sure there's no other questions, no other?
There's
Nothing?
a really means there's a really big thing we need to ask this dragon, and none of us can think about it. Alex has asked us 3 times.
Yeah.
You want to help us when we're ready to attack some of the bigger strongholds?
Do I want to help you attack some of the bigger strongholds?
Oh, yeah, sorry, the bigger giant strongholds. Like, if we can't do it, can we call on you for assistance?
Huh. Roll a persuasion check. With advantage.
Yeah, I'll need that help with this one.
Because he likes you guys.
We respect Terrance in this house.
15.
With a big old +0.
Yeah.
He looks at you and goes, well, this Grim fella sounds super interesting.
Yeah. It's kind of a dick.
Yeah, probably the biggest threat to anything alive.
Yeah, he snapped his fingers and killed the High King just staring at us.
Whoa, the High King died?
Yeah. Don't tell me you... Hold on. Is he that old that you knew him from your time?
Oh, assuredly not, but that still seems like a big deal.
No, yeah, he, rules the entire, Sword Coast.
Wow!
Yeah.
That empire grew.
There's a power vacuum now.
Well, that's not good.
No.
Well, at least the other major organization has not have a power vacuum, right? So there's still, like, some semblance of stability?
What's the other major power?
I don't know. You'd have to tell me. I haven't been around. Is there any other, like, major faction that was playing a part in anything that now has a power vacuum?
Silvery Moon?
Yeah, my boyfriend was the High Arbiter of Silvery Moon.
Oh, I am so sorry.
Who took over after the last power struggle that went down in that damn city?
Yeah, they had, a full revolution for it, and now the seat's just empty.
How long was that? Had to have been, like, years ago, right?
It
Like
was
2 weeks.
Yeah, it was like a month ago. No, it was longer than
6
that.
months.
7 months, at least 7.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like half
minimum.
a year.
It
Half
was
a
probably
year.
like 7 months, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow!
Yeah, lots has been happening in this plane.
This world that I found myself in seems crazy.
Yeah.
I am so glad that I don't have to try to keep track of it all. It seems like a lot.
Yeah. You want to eat a yuan-fi?
Do I want to eat a yuan-ti?
Yeah. That's what Grim is. I just would like him off our
Ooh.
plate.
Ooh. No, actually, I don't. That doesn't sound very good.
It sounds stringy.
If you want to
Well-
rip to pieces, though, I'm fully on board.
It seems so messy.
He said he
Messier the
didn't
better.
like the messy.
Yeah, I really don't like the messy. Well, you guys are gonna go fight a god, right?
Yeah.
Well, you can't just like do that.
Yeah.
You guys know all the steps you have to take to be able to fight a god, right?
There are steps to fight a god.
Nobody told you about the.
Well, we just know we have to find his actual body, and we don't know where that is.
Yeah, that would be a step 1 for sure, especially for, some of the lower level gods that like the traveler. That step 1, find the actual person to fight.
Yeah.
Seems good.
We keep fighting simulacra. There's a lot of us as well.
Just a lot of you.
Yeah,
I
they
only
made
count like 6. Well, I guess like 14 if you count everybody else on the boat. But
they made copies of us, and they're kind of mass producing simulacra of us.
you guys have a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
And also, what we've learned, I guess we did forget to mention, they found a way to send them through time.
Oh yeah, time travel.
So we're going places and doing very bad things like murdering people
Like, we
before
killed an
actually
entire-
do it.
Like, an entire village was killed. Like, Gauntlgrim was just leveled.
Wow.
What's the next step of killing a god besides finding its flesh vessel?
Well, you have to have some semblance of divinity yourself.
I feel like we'll
Like-
have that by then, or have a way to get that.
Like, be prepared to become a god?
Kind of. Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
You would have to be able to absorb the divinity of some higher power that was of a deitic level. That way, you and your power level would be of a kind that would be of a high enough caliber to break through that system.
Right.
I'm sure someone has explained to you multiple times about how the magic system works and how there's different levels and
Yes.
certain things. Only, yeah, okay. I just want to make sure. I'm trying to help.
We, at this point, probably just have pamphlets sitting around somewhere on this boat of that. That in the plains. We ask that every time. Thorough explanation every time.
Of like how they work, or
Where they are, I don't know. We've several lectures. So find the flesh, be nigh divine so we can break the flesh.
I mean, no, you'll have to go like divine, like
Oh. Okay.
yeah, easy
So-
peasy,
So be a god to kill a god.
or at least like a demigod.
So find the flash bag, get some form of divinity. Next step.
Like taking notes.
I'm very good at this.
The next step is probably arguably the hardest.
Kill it.
Kill it. Yeah. No, that's step 3.
Are there more steps beyond step 3 of killing a god?
Depends on the god. Sometimes there's a step 4, which is kill it again.
Particularly the traveler.
Never killed him myself. Couldn't tell you.
So if you have to fight it again, do you have to do anything different?
Yeah, it's kind of step 4 is kind of a repeat steps 1 through 3 until complete. Although I guess you could skip step 2 because you would already be
Divine.
yeah.
So find the god, be divine, kill the god. If the god goes poof, find the god again, try to kill the god again, rinse and repeat.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh.
Easy.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure you guys have some way to become divine beings. You would never go on this quest to try to find and kill a god and stop an entire organization without having some way to become divine, correct?
How do you become divine? Does it just happen?
Oh, so you did actually go fully on board with this mission with having zero idea of what you were doing.
We didn't
it
have
didn't-
a choice.
It didn't
Oh.
start as that mission.
The chosen one.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It started with Xerxes lying to us, but they put us on the right path to at least stop the ordaining.
It started with going to Nightstone. Just leaving home, going to a village, checking out the world, and then Traveler showed up, was like, hey, you're the chosen ones, come help Xerxes fix everything, and then
Well,
we went,
generally-
actually, Xerxes bad.
Generally, if you're like a fated person, there's supposed to be some sort of person that's like a mentor to you that you could go to rely on for some information, maybe through passing through some obstacles of some kind. I'm sure you had one of those and nothing crazy happened to possibly cause them to lose contact with you, correct?
Excuse me.
Is that
I'm
gross?
sorry. But we keep using that word. We keep saying crazy, and I don't really like it. It's a wee bit ableist. Especially
Apologies.
for those people who might be, just a little.
Apologies. I will reword my
I'd appreciate
Grace?
that. Thank you.
wacky?
That works.
Great. But yeah, so mentor, you never got one of those. You were never assigned someone to help teach you, like kind of guide you on the path, and nothing happened that.
Tumult, would that have been like Zephyros in this analogy?
I don't really want to talk to him, to be honest.
Yeah, well, if we are correct in thinking that this was an ancient cloud giant who, was a fan, we gave him signatures, I think, at some point.
That seems like exactly that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's working with Xerxes.
Wow. Wow. That's wacky.
Well, at least we're assuming so. Like our friend who signed a contract, went to hell, is working for Osmodius, is now with that person because Osmodius and the Traveler are like tightly connected and was hanging out with Zephyros. So it's safe to assume that he is probably working with Xerxes. We should call Ivan.
The Portos did not prepare the sending spell today. We forgot.
I swear to God, I'm gonna keep saying this until episode 87, where we go, oh fuck, we forgot to call Ivan, and we're like killing him.
Ivan shows up as a big bad. You just can murder him. We forgot to call.
Oh, don't worry, Devin. You'll just play Ileana for like a little bit. Ivan will come back. Yeah, no, he's probably working for the... Because technically we were supposed to be on Xerxes' side, then we went, wow, they're big dicks, and left. So that was probably like our... We kind of handled this all ass backwards. We were supposed to be evil, I think? And it didn't work out that way because we're all kind-hearted or something.
Yeah, you all like side glance at Argus. Almost all of y'all seem just like the most kind-hearted individuals.
Yeah, well, we try.
Especially that one. He points at Garagak. That guy, he's just full of love.
He did throw a javelin of 1,000 screams down at the city, and you know.
Oh, is that when like you throw a different kind of javelin, but then you hear a bunch of people scream, and so you pretend like that was just the javelin's effect instead of the people you potentially murdered?
No, he picked it up from his mother.
Garagak did what?
Sounds like quite the party.
Like,
Garagak, sidebar? He kind of like grabs you and like walks you over quickly.
yeah.
You threw a different kind of javelin and it hurt a bunch of people, and you just said it was a different one and lied about where you got it, didn't you?
Yeah. The sun got in my eye and I missed.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
That's okay, buddy. You want a hug? You look like you
Yeah.
use a hug. He hugs you, and the same thing, just that full like, just rush of like warmth and comfort washes over you. And it's gonna be okay. I don't know what you're going through, but you got this. You guys are gonna go out. You're gonna do it. You're gonna accomplish your goals. You're gonna reunite with people, and you're gonna save the world. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. He kind of like pulls up and like grabs your shoulders and just, yeah.
Thanks, friend.
The percentile dice decided we needed a pep talk.
Yeah.
The worst part is it was just an 8.
It was just an 8?
Just an 8.
Wow.
Yep.
Nice.
So how
Had to be an 8.
So, mentor evil, organization, we're trying to fight evil, trying to kill God. How do we become divine?
Well,
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Cool. Okay.
Sorry.
Did you just ask for sponsorship?
I mean,
You have-
technically, yeah, you probably could, but you'd have to find a god that was willing to give up their seat amongst the divine, to give it to you, so that you could go and do those things, and then, you know, there's a chance that without that divine spark, they would just kind of go away forever, and you would have to fully step up into the role of whoever or whatever spot you were taking, and it becomes this whole thing, really.
So you have to take a thing from a god, or be given a thing from a god. They stop being a god, and then you kill another god, and you're two gods?
Well, no, the essence of the god that you killed would then be, you know, kind of take a physical shape, and then you can bestow that as a divine being. You could bestow that godliness upon someone else.
So there's at least two of us who are going to become gods.
Arguably, all of you will become gods of some kind, unless you all die first. Which, you know,
That feels like a lot of work.
Something you'd be pretty good at.
I don't... What? No.
Yeah!
I don't want to be a god.
We didn't want to be here, but here we are. You'll have a mentor.
Ugh. Big challenge become bigger. Okay.
Cody, you look like you got something to say.
Yeah. He said this. He's like, he knows a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Does he know the location of all the giant clans?
Problem solved.
Like,
No, he doesn't, because he's been gone for so long.
does he remember where the giant clans used to be?
Potentially.
Perhaps not all of them moved.
You have to ask him.
Garagak wouldn't. But I wanted that to be thrown out there because I was like, is no one gonna ask this?
No, that does feel like a Garagak question of just like, you get a nice hug, you feel comforted, and be like, yo, where are the giants at?
He'll kind of look at you and go, well, you see, the problem is in my time, the ordning was still, like, had just been done. Like, that was just like a fresh thing. Like, Anam was still, kicking it on the prime material with all the other gods, and they were like, yo, ordning. And the giants were like, yeah, we fuck with that, that's fine. And everything was fine. At that point, it was actually the stone giants that were at the top of the ordning, which, wild. They're real nice. Stone giants. They're good people.
Who was the head before everything toppled? The cloud? Storm?
Storm. Yeah.
That Storm Kings. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's in the module we're playing. I forget.
Yes. All of this, every bit of it, is in the pre-built campaign book for Storm King's Thunder.
Even Terrance.
If you want to meet Terrance, the bronze dragon, you go pick it up.
Make sure that the author is / handwritten Alex.
Yeah.
On your special copy that you pick up.
Yeah.
It's almost like there's nothing different other than he wrote his name on it, and the rest of it just comes off the dome.
And there's like 16 sticky notes just kind of throughout. I was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
I just wrote down the URL to my fucking Google Docs folder for the game, just in the fucking back of the book.
It is like 10:20.
Oh, my computer says 9:17. It's an hour behind. I'm so sorry, guys. That's why I've just kind of been prattling on, because I was trying to fill time before next story thing. Apologies, everybody. That was not my intent.
It's all good.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it was 9 and change. It was like next day, and I went, okay, cool.
No, I thought it was 8 something.
So this gives us a really good time to think of other questions we want to ask Terrance.
Yeah.
Sure.
So that's gonna be it this week, because Dice Behind Us. What a roller coaster we've had.
So
Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. At the time of recording, we officially broke 100 subscribers. We're at 113 right now, which means that we have a custom URL for the channel.
Check us out at youtube.com/thedicethatbindus.
Fuck yeah! So it feels so incredible that this is something that's happening. It's been crazy over the last month or so. Our subscribers have just gone through the roof comparatively to what we were at, and our views are going up. It's clear that you guys are watching the show. You guys are sharing it. You're getting the word out, and it means so much to us that you're doing that. I cannot describe how just humbled I am that you guys think our story is that good, that you guys want to watch it, you want to interact with it. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of all of our hearts. Let's keep it going. Like Devin said at the very beginning, you can find us on pretty much every social media that you want to find us on.
Join our Discord. That's a fun little place for a community, and people get to hang out and chat with each other. We have areas where you can get in the voice chat and watch an episode together for live video watching. You can ask us questions in character and out of character. Share your own.
Yeah, all those lovely people that'll be your favorite characters, because they're mine.
And Coda and Rob are housewives, so they are always around to answer your questions.
It is true.
Yeah.
That's why they're everybody's favorite. What do you mean?
No, seriously, guys, find us, interact with us, ask us your questions, do your thing. I'm already looking at trying to put together some sort of big Q&A thing for when the campaign wraps up and things like that.
It'll be a hot second. We're still only level?
Yeah, there's 7 levels to go. It's going to be a long time out, but of course my brain, I'm already world building and thinking about stuff for the next campaign. So
I've already got 3 characters ready for it.
Yeah, we're we're not going anywhere anytime soon, guys. So as long as you guys want to keep watching, we'll be around here for you to watch. Thank you again, and we will see you guys next week on the Dice That Bind Us.
Goodbye.